Okay, let's jump right into our deep dive today. We're looking at Obadiah chapter 1. It's just one chapter, but wow, there's a lot there. Our mission is to really unpack its core message.
That's right. It's pretty unique, almost entirely a focused vision, a prophecy aimed squarely at one nation, Edom.
Edom,
Hmm.
descendants of Esau, Jacob's brother, right?
Exactly. And the text doesn't pull any punches. It delivers a really clear indictment against them.
So where does it start? What's the first charge?
It kicks off by going right after their pride, their overwhelming arrogance. It talks about where they live, these clefts of the rocks, high up on the heights.
So they felt secure geographically.
Totally. They felt untouchable. The text even quotes them saying, "Who can bring me down to the ground?" and boasting about soaring like the eagle. It's using that physical security as a symbol for, well, just how full of themselves they were.
But the Lord says,
Yeah.
despite that confidence,
Despite that, yeah, the declaration is stark. They'll be made small among the nations, utterly despised. Even from those eagle heights, they'll be brought down.
so it wasn't just this general pride. The text gets specific about why this judgment is coming, doesn't it? What actions did they take?
It does, and this is key. The main reason given is the violence against your brother Jacob.
Yeah.
It spells out exactly what they did during Judah's disaster.
Okay, what did that look like?
Well, first, complicity. Standing aloof, just watching while strangers looted Jerusalem. But then it gets worse. They actually entered the city gates with the foreigners. They even cast lots for the spoils, like they were part of the conquering force.
Wow. So not just bystanders,
Yeah.
active participants in their brother nation's downfall.
Active and, frankly, cruel. The text emphasizes things they should not have done. Looking down on Judah's suffering, actually rejoicing over it, boasting in their time of trouble.
That's cold.
It is, and it goes further. Marching through the gates to seize wealth themselves, even hunting down fugitives at the crossroads, handing survivors over to the enemy. It's a chilling picture of betrayal.
Given all that level of malice,
Yeah.
what does the text say happens to Edom? What are the consequences?
It's a complete reversal. All that perceived strength, their hidden treasures, they'll be totally ransacked, pillaged. And talk about betrayal coming back around.
How so?
Their own allies, their friends, the ones they trusted, they're the ones who will deceive them, turn on them, overpower them.
Ouch. Poetic justice, almost.
You could say that. And their famed wise men, their warriors, destroyed, cut down in the slaughter, the text says. The end game is perpetual shame, being destroyed forever.
It really sounds like their fate directly mirrors their actions. And this connects to a bigger theme in the text, right? The day of the Lord.
Exactly. The judgment on Edom isn't just about Edom. It serves as an example for this day of the Lord, which is described as near for all nations.
And the principle is,
Retribution. The
Yeah.
text makes it explicit. As you have done, it will be done to you. Your deeds will return upon your own head. What Edom did, especially that betrayal of family, becomes a case study for this universal rule. Actions have consequences.
a stark warning indeed. So that's Edom's fate. What about the other side of the family, Jacob or Israel? How does their future look in contrast?
It's the complete opposite. For the house of Jacob and Joseph, it's restoration, deliverance, holiness on Mount Zion. They're described as a fire that will consume the house of Esau, Edom, like stubble.
Leaving no survivors from the house of Esau. That's fine.
Very final. And this restoration isn't just spiritual, it's territorial. They get their inheritance back.
And the text details which lands.
Yes, quite specifically. Exiles returning will possess Edom's mountains, the Philistine lands, Ephraim, Samaria, Gilead, even territories further north like Zarephath, and towns in the Negev. It's a comprehensive reclaiming of their space.
A detailed picture of total reversal. And how does this whole vision wrap up? What's the ultimate end state?
It concludes with deliverers governing from Mount Zion over Edom's conquered territory. And the final definitive statement, the kingdom will be the Lord's. Sovereignty rests with God.
So this incredibly concise chapter, Obadiah 1, gives us this intense look at pride, betrayal, and the inescapable consequences, especially when it's turned against your own kin.
Absolutely. And it all hinges on that core principle that resonates throughout. As you have done, it will be done to you. Your actions circle back.
Which really makes you pause, doesn't it? How does that ancient idea that what you put out comes back to you, that your deeds return on your own head, how does that play out in our world today, in our relationships, our communities, even between nations? What does it really mean when our outcomes seem to directly reflect our past choices? Something to think about.